Hey everybody, welcome back to RC Mechanic. Today we're going to go ahead and we're going to put a lift kit, body lift kit in the Finder2. And a few things I noticed in order to do that is that there's a screw right up in here that's really close to the transfer case. So what I'll have to do is I'll have to at least loosen the transfer case, take this shaft out and move it over so that I can get to that screw to get this post out. Okay, and what we're going to put in are these posts right here. Yeah, these will go in here. They're a little bit shorter, but there are these brackets right here that go on the end of them. Okay, so that should bring it out to where it should be. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to loosen up this transfer case, and then we're going to go ahead and put the posts in on this side and this side, and put the front in and move on from there. Alright, so stick around and remember to subscribe if you like this kind of thing. Really glad to have you here. And hold on. Okay, so as you can see, I got these posts in here, both sides, and one thing I had to do really, there was two screws holding the transfer case in, and then I took the pins out for the drive line here, and everything just came out. So instead of just moving it to the side, it came out. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and throw that all back in there, and then we're going to go ahead and put the plates on and see how that body fits. Okay, so I got the other side on. I'm going to show you how this side goes. One thing I did notice is that these mounting screws right here, they weren't threaded, but they were just a little bit too small for the screws. So I took a drill and I just made it a little bit bigger. And they give you a couple of these extremely long screws right here, and I don't see where you need them really. So unless you're going to screw the body, you know, all the way through, but I don't see where you would need them. They give us plenty of hardware right here. So let's go ahead and throw this one on and go on from there. Okay, so I'm gonna use this medium long screw just for strength. I'll put it in the front, and you want it facing this way, not this way, because that way it brings the body out. That comes out to the body. So go ahead and start this, and start the other end real quick. That easy. Okay, so it's on there nice and tight. As you can see, it gives us two positions to choose from. So it was down here. We can go to here or up here. Okay, so let me go ahead and grab the body, and we'll set it on there, and I'll show you where it was, and we'll go from there. Okay. Okay, so originally the body sat about this high. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to move it up one hole so you can all see the difference. Okay, so this is at the medium hole, and the whole reason why I did this body lift kit is because I put these big ass tires on here, and when I went to turn I had a lot of rub, right? So I'm clearing now, as you can see, but I think I want to have a little bit more. I want to bring this front end up about as high as the rear. So we're going to go with the top hole and see how that goes. Okay, so I put it in the top hole. As you can see, the front is now pretty much even with the rear. Can still use the pins in the bed, so it's pretty good. And when I go to turn the wheels, only thing that really might hit would be here. So, and even if I was to, oops, compress, you have to compress quite a bit. So if it really bothered me, I could take off this little nib in the front right here on the sliders, and I think I'm going to do that just because I don't want to rub it. Okay, so I'm going to cut those off and I'll be right back. Alright, so I cut this little piece off at the very front of the sliders here, and you can see tires clear really well now. So I think that's going to work out just fine. There's no reason for it to be there other than it matched the rear right here. So alright, so what do we do next? Well, when I ran it for the first time, I did like the 45 turn motor for its control, but I kind of like my trucks to have a little bit more speed. So next up, we're going to change it out for a 27 turn, which is basically my go-to turn brushless motor when it comes to crawlers. Takes a little bit more finesse with the trigger, but it works pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and change this out for a 27 turn, and let me just go grab that. I'll be right back. Okay, so when it comes to changing out the motors on these, it's pretty simple. Basically, there's a zip tie to cut right up in here. There's a screw here and up in here, and the motor comes out. So, find my snippers. I'll cut that zip tie and get it removed. So the one thing I can tell you about the Finder2 is that if you need to swap out the motor real quick, it's not a big thing. It takes a couple minutes. Okay, I already got the mesh all set, new ones in there, and let's throw a battery in it and see if we can tell a difference. Alright, I got her all powered on. The controller's on, as you can see. There we got awesome steering. Okay, so let's check her out. It goes a little faster. Only thing I don't really like about these tires is that the foams are so soft, they flat spot real easy, so I'll have to do something with that, but that's coming up later. Anyway, I think this is looking a lot better now, so let's go throw this body on all the way, and so you can see what what it really looks like. Okay, so it's all the way on, and only thing I can see here is that I can't use these pins in the back like I thought I'd be able to unless I had extensions, but that's okay. I mean, it's pretty darn solid. The bumper is now above this push bumper right here. You can see it right there, and in the back it's up a little higher now. But I got some other stuff coming for the bumper, so you guys just stay tuned for that, and it'll be good. And we're going to do something with the interior, but that's probably not going to be until next year, just because it's almost the end of 2020. So alright, so if y'all liked what you saw today, please subscribe and give me a like click. Support the channel best you can, and I'll see you next time.